Hey guys, so today I'm going to be going over my drugstore beauty favorites, and about 98% of the stuff is makeup, and this is just stuff that I find that I really like and I don't feel the need to have to continue looking really, so I'm just going to go over some of these items. To start off, I'm going to start with the boring stuff. I guess I'll go with bronzers first. So the first item is this NYX Sunny Bronzer. It is a matte bronzer, and I believe it's about $2 to $3. I'm just going to swatch that right here. So for the price, I would really recommend this bronzer. Next, I have another bronzer, and yes, I do have NYX items in my drugstore beauty favorites because now you can kind of find them at Target and things like that. So now they're becoming more popular in other stores, so I decided why not throw them in. So next is the NYX matte bronzer, and this one is in light. And then I'll do a swatch next to the Sunny bronzer. And since this is what I also use as kind of a contour bronzer type thing, this is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick, and that is what I use today to contour. So when I use this, I'll just kind of draw on my face in the areas that I want to contour, and then I'll just blend it out with a brush. And this is the color Toffee Caramel. Now for a drugstore concealer. This is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer in medium light. And I'll just do a little swatch of that for you. The coverage of this is pretty full coverage, so if you're trying to cover blemishes or anything like that, I would totally recommend this. I believe it's about $6 and you can find it at Walmart. But here is the swatch. Another concealer that I just recently purchased from the drugstore, and I already really like it, is the Maybelline Dream Lumi. And it is just a twist up concealer in like a pen. And I find myself comparing this to the MAC Prep and Prime highlighters, and I will do swatches of those next to each other. So here's the Dream Lumi. And this is what the Prep and Prime looks like. Same concept with the tips. I like to use them to highlight, so I'll just draw a triangle under my eyes, down my nose, just stuff like that to highlight, and that's how I highlight my face. This is my favorite drugstore foundation. I've been using it basically since it came out, and that is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. But I did just recently change my color. I felt that the one that I was using before was a little bit too dark and too orange for me. I went from 832 Nude Beige to 825 Buff Beige. Makeup, I prefer to use translucent powders, and my sister actually introduced me to this one, and this is the e.l.f. Tone Correcting Powder, and this is $3, and it's just like a translucent powder. It's got these 4 different colored squares, and then when you put it on, it's just a translucent powder. Next is this moisturizer from Olay, and it is the Olay Do-Over, and it is a gel moisturizer. Sometimes I'll put this on before my makeup, and sometimes I'll put it on before I go to bed, but either way it is a really nice moisturizer. Alright, next thing I have is this e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. Now you can either spray it on your face after you apply your makeup, but what I like to use it for is spraying my makeup brushes when I'm blending out foundation. So my preferred way to use the Makeup Mist and Set is to spray it on a sponge and then blend out my concealer or foundation. Next I have this nude eyeliner from Rimmel London, and you can probably tell that I get quite a bit of use out of it. I like to use this in my waterline instead of a white eyeliner because it's a lot less intense and it looks a little bit more natural than putting a white eyeliner in your waterline. Next is this e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip, and this is in Lilac Petal. I basically like to use this as a highlight on my cheekbone area, and how I use it is I'll put a little bit on the back of my hand. Then I will take a stippling brush and just dab it around, and this does dry a little bit quickly, so, and then I'll just dab it on my cheekbone area. And I just think it gives a really nice glow and it makes your cheekbones pop a little bit more. So I believe they have a few different colors in the Shimmering Facial Whip. I got Lilac Petal because it was more of a pink and I was going to use it rather than using a blush during the summertime. But it's only $1, so I would totally give it a go. Next thing is this Maybelline Define a Brow pencil. If you've watched any of my older videos, then you've probably seen me using this before. This is comparable to the MAC retractable brow pencils, which is why I kind of tried it out. I owned both of them and I found this one to be a little bit less creamy and it was a little bit more natural looking than the MAC one in my opinion. So I believe this is my 4th one that I've ever owned. Are in search for a brow pencil, I would totally check out the Define a Brow. Moving on, I have one mascara, and that is the Lash Out Butterfly from L'Oreal. And what I like about this mascara is the wand is a little bit curved, so it really kind of hugs all your lashes and puts them into the shape that you would really want. This NYX eyeshadow palette, and this is in Caviar and Bubbles. And I've owned this for a few years now, and I really like the white in this palette is very white. I just find this to be a very easy go-to palette, and it's really easy to throw in your bag when you're on the go. My next few items are all lip products. The first one that I would like to mention is a Revlon lipstick, and this is in Primrose. And I keep this lipstick in my bag because I just find it really easy to wear, and as you can tell, I get quite a bit of use out of it. If you're into pink lipsticks, I would definitely try out Primrose from Revlon. Next are two different darker lip colors, and these are both from Milani. Here I have Black Cherry and Sangria. So if you're into the whole vampy look during the fall or whenever, I would totally give these lipsticks a try. Because this is Black Cherry, here is Sangria. And then the final products that I have are the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I would definitely recommend trying these out if you're not into wearing lipstick and you would still like some color on your lips. These are matte, and when they go on, they're more of a wet, creamy consistency. But when they dry matte, and that is like the best part for me. And actually, on my lips I was wearing Primrose, and then I had Sydney on top. Here is Stockholm, which is a really nice nude color. But yeah, those are my current beauty favorites and past beauty favorites that I am still loving today. And since I'm kind of like hesitant to try any other drugstore products because I've already found someone that I liked, if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know below. And hopefully you guys will try out some of these products if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.